All right.
All right, which part are we on?
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, class. Welcome to another day. Today is Wednesday. All right. We are following our online portion for our SSBU. Okay. Today we're going to be talking about becoming a pro player. All right. So stay tuned and let's get it started. How you
All
feeling,
right,
Roy?
so good morning, and just doing pretty good. Just a reminder, this is going to be the last time we do it on YouTube, and then we'll be doing Zoom officially moving forward in the future, very, very soon.
I believe next week, starting Monday, we
So
should,
with that,
or Wednesday, but next week for
okay,
sure.
Monday, yeah. That way we'll be able to truly get like one-on-one, make sure we're all talking with each other, engaging, all that good stuff, guys.
Yep.
So let me see.
All right. So let's get it started.
Becoming. All right. You want to start it off?
Yep. So the main objective
All
today,
right.
students, is to educate students on the necessary steps, skills, and mindset required to transition from a casual player to a competitive or professional esports player. All right. This includes helping them understand the competitive gaming structure, showing them how to improve their skills and gameplay, teaching them how to enter and compete in tournaments, explaining the importance of networking, branding, and mental resilience. All right. And lastly, providing realistic expectations, what it takes to go pro. All right. Good morning, Xavier. Good morning, Xavier.
Morning.
All right. So first we have understanding the competitive scene. All right. So you have different tiers that ties into the competitive gameplay. Okay. First you have casual, which is just your public matches or friendly games, which you see at the top left. You have Marvel Rivals, just quick match, or any type of game mode that is just public and friendly. All right. And you have Smash Brothers, just some friendly online matches or some friendly games playing with your friends. Okay. Second, you have ranked and competitive, which is a little more bumped from casual and public matches. All right, this is where it involves you playing at your top and competitive, and checking the leaderboards, making sure you're at the top spots, and playing ladder matches like you see at the bottom left. Rocket League has tournaments built into the game, which is um, just a way for you to learn the competitive realm without you actually playing competitive. All right, it's all free. It's all the rewards you get are in-game currency, so it's all free. All right, then you have tournaments, which is local events or online tournaments, which we have went over in the past. All right, Start GG. You have your local events at places like close by. Okay, then you have lastly your pro leagues, which involves contracts or official esports teams. Which you see here at the top right, you see FaZe. I'm not sure if you guys know who FaZe is, but a popular gaming organization. Okay, they used to run Call of Duty back in the days. They were a pretty good clan. So these are just the different tiers that come in a competitive scene. All right. Roy.
All right, guys. Next one is yep, how esports teams and organizations work. So here's the structure. On the left side, you have the teams right there. They're cheering on their friend, probably just clutched up a victory.
Mhm.
We have pro team players specializing in a specific game. For example, T1 in League of Legends, FaZe Clan in Call of Duty, C9 in CSGO, stuff like that. So there's also a coaching staff along with these organizations. We have coaches, analysts, and strategists who help players improve. This is one of my favorite things to do as coaching. I actually did this yesterday with some of our Valorant students who competed in their esports league playoffs.
Hey.
We went over their gameplay, strategies, their mental, everything, their plays, the good things, bad things. So those are my favorite things to do when like you sit back and look at look and review your VODs and your performance to know what to improve on for the next time you compete.
Mhm.
And at the bottom we have management and owners, handles contracts, finances, and team operations. So all of these things combined together make an esports organization. It's entirely team based, and it's a very cool thing to see. And they've been around for a while. Some of the big ones are T1, FaZe Clan, C9, TSM, and a lot of other ones as well.
Mhm. TSM was pretty big in Fortnite too. So yep.
Mm-hmm. Next up, we have marketing and content creation. Manages social medias, streams, and branding. How players join a team. A lot of people are like, "Hey, how exactly do how do you become a pro?
Good morning,
How do
Ellis.
I welcome? How do I do this?" And we're gonna teach you how to get started. Becoming part of an esports team requires a combination of skill, dedication, and exposure. Most players start by grinding in ranked modes, climbing leaderboards, and competing in online tournaments to get noticed. Many professional teams scout talent from high ranking players or those who perform well in amateur and semi pro competitions similar to sports.
Mhm.
So, here are some ways to get noticed: scouting and tryouts, teams looking for high ranked players or tournament winners. We also have contracts and salaries. Players sign contracts with organizations, often receiving a salary, bonuses, and sponsorship deals. Team house and boot camps. Some teams train together in gaming houses or boot camps before major tournaments.
Mhm.
And all these things can be found in like basically like YouTube, online, stuff like that. If you ever want to see how exactly like this comes to fruition, go ahead and do some research, check it out. It's pretty cool to see.
Yep. And we have four students today: Isabella, Corey, Xavier, and Ellis. So good morning to y'all. Thank you for tuning in. And then we have lastly, not lastly, let me see. I believe we have a couple more slides, just two more.
Hmm.
We have mastering the game. Okay? This is key to becoming top level at anything you want to do. Is mastering the craft, okay? So to succeed in a competitive scene, players must master the game's mechanics, strategies, and meta. All right. This involves understanding characters' abilities, movement, aiming, and other essential skills. Efficient practice is key. Using aim trainers, reviewing VODs, like Roy talked about in the past slide, okay, gameplay recordings, and studying strategy breakdowns can help identify weaknesses and improve gameplay. So you watching the videos, the games that you just played, or just hopping into the training mode, you can find a little bit of trial and error, and you could improve in the next game, and you can always keep improving. So it's a good habit to keep, good habit to just use at your disclosure. In the middle, you have developing game sense, which involves predicting opponent's movements, making quick decisions, and adapting to different situations, which is just as important as mechanical skill. All right. And we talked about that, I believe, the other day, which was
Hmm.
adaptation,
Hmm.
just being able to adapt to situations. Um, it can be really helpful, really important. And lastly, we have the best players constantly analyze their gameplay and look for ways to refine their performance. So that's how the best people, top people become the best. They just, do trial and error, review what they made mistakes on, and try not to make those same mistakes in the next match. All right, then we have the last two slides here. Building a competitive mindset. All right, this is important if you want to hop into that competitive scene. Okay, public and casual gameplay is a lot more different. You know, you just playing to have fun. There's intention, but not as much intention because, you know, whether you win or lose, you have fun, you know? So, top right, it says maintaining a positive mindset under pressure is what separates good players from great ones. All right. Consistent practice. On these are examples. You have consistent practice, which is stick to a training schedule and focus on improving weaknesses. You have handling losses, which is learn from mistakes instead of getting frustrated. Every loss is a lesson. That's a very important one too. And mental and physical health. Take breaks, avoid burnout, and stay healthy to maintain peak performance. All right, that's another important one. I play a lot of games. Like I'm in and out through different games because I gotta take a break from some games. So sometimes, sometimes
Hmm.
I could just feel the anger when I turn that game
Yeah,
on. So I gotta switch
yeah.
it up.
After you're on a like a 5 week, 5 loss streak in ranked, you're
Yeah.
like, all right, it's time to get up the game, bro. You need to learn your limits
Mhm.
and just like relax, play a different game or just go outside, touch some grass. It's healthy for you guys.
Super important.
Hmm.
Then you have lastly competing in tournaments, y'all.
All
Okay,
right,
we.
last,
Mhm.
last one. Help me get it. Where is it?
You got it?
Rick. Oh wait, my bad. I thought it was the next slide.
Oh
My
no,
bad.
we yeah. I'm gonna finish this, then you got the next slide. All
Got you.
right.
Got you.
Lastly, we have competing in tournaments. All right, we went over this a good amount um in the past. Tournament formats, where to start and how to join them. Post tournament post tournament reviews, which is watching replays, analyzing mistakes, and study top players to improve, which you will see a lot of because a lot of people do that in sports as well. They watch film, they watch their past games, future, um, not future games,
Future competitors too.
yeah,
Like
future
another good thing is
competitors.
is watching. If you're gonna fight a team or a person,
Hmm.
watch how they play. Watch their strategies to try to make a counterplay to that.
Exactly. Hmm. It may seem cheating, but it's actually a part of the game. They may
Mm-hmm.
doing the same thing to you. All right.
Mm-hmm. Get analyze.
So tournament formats. Let's learn the rules. We went over that. Double elimination gives second chances. Round robin guarantees multiple matches. So you really get to fill the game, before you finish the tournament. And then you have where to start. Join online tournaments on Start GG, Challenge, and Battlefy for experience. All right, and over time, competing consistently will help build experience and confidence in these high pressure environments. All right, so this is all to build you up in the long run. Then we have the
Yep.
last slide before you guys get out of here.
All right, last one, guys. Networking and building a brand. Beyond skill, networking and self promotion play a major role in getting noticed in esports. Engaging with other players, joining online communities, and participating in team tryouts can open doors to new opportunities. Connecting with other players and joining a team, using social media and connect on content creation to get noticed, and the importance of sponsorships and partnerships, guys. A strong personal brand increases visibility and credibility within the competitive gaming scene.
Mm,
And finally, before you guys go, we have they're done at 11:30, right?
11:32.
32. Okay, cool. Okay, the path to going pro. Becoming a pro starts with climbing ranked ladders and competing in online tournaments to gain recognition. Joining amateur and semi-pro teams helps players build experience and connections. Those who perform consistently well may get scouted by larger teams looking for new talent. And that's actually uh, one of the best ways too is by competing in tournaments and being like known and being recognized. Like some of the best players in let's say Super Smash Bros. Right now, like Spargo, um, and MK Leo when they started playing at a professional level at a very young age, around like the age of like 14,
Mm,
15, to the point where they weren't winning those big tournaments, but they were getting noticed that they were making it farther. And eventually, once they started like adapting, getting older, and taking more and more tournaments to the point to where they're able to win the whole S tier tournament, then a big organization's been like, "Hey, we've been scouting you out since like Genesis 6, and now you want Genesis like 8 2 years later. You're on the right track to basically be number one player. We want to help you and sponsor you. And next thing you know, FaZe ends up sponsoring Spargo for that reason. So
I didn't
keep
know he was on
going.
Spade. I mean, Face.
Yep. Yeah, yep. He's FaZe Spargo.
Hey.
Hmm. So, so showing up, competing, being consistent, and making a name for yourself goes a long way, guys.
Mhm.
And guess what? He's sponsored and he's still winning tournaments, so he's pretty much set.
That's tight. And the cool thing
Hmm.
about that is it wasn't the it wasn't the fact that he won. The reason why he got you know, recognized, it was the fact that he just kept staying consistent, He just stayed dedicated, he didn't give up, and he just kept
Hmm.
showing progress. All right, and once they
Hmm.
seen that, they was like, we see something in that guy, you know? So they picked him up and it turned out to be a good idea.
Yep,
Mhm.
and this can happen for any game. Someone could scout you out in Rivals. You might be looking for a team. CS:GO, Fortnite,
Fortnite,
Brawlhalla,
yeah,
all that good
Brawlhalla.
stuff, guys. And finally, at the bottom, we have signing with the pro team includes contracts, salaries, and sponsorships, but staying at the top requires consistent practice, adapting to game updates, and maintaining a strong mindset to sustain a long esports career.
Mhm.
So once you sign on sponsor, that just means you have to go even harder, even crazier, even better. Because it's like, hey, you're doing really good. Keep it going. We're gonna keep supporting you.
Mhm. And there's always gonna
And
be somebody trying to take your spot.
and it's also up to you, the pro, as well. Like you can also say, hey, now that I'm doing this, I can work more on content creation or like streaming, in case you do want to, let's say, like not be competing as much anymore. You could just go be in the same sphere but a different route, which is content creation, streaming, coaching, private lessons, all that good stuff.
Mhm. You're rightfully so.
Hmm.
I believe yes, that is the last slide.
I want to ask you guys a question. Did you guys know that there's like esports organizations, like esports teams that can like sponsor you, and because some people have no idea what an esports team is, or so I'm just curious if you guys knew that there was even like such a thing before today.
Mhm. Yeah, a lot of people aren't aware that you could get, scholarships through gaming. Imagine that.
Hmm. That's one of that's I like that you said that because last week at the Valorant playoff,
Mhm.
they had a panelist speaker. I believe she was a senior or she graduated, but she came to speak and basically said that she ended up getting a scholarship for esports.
Oh wow. And how did she
Hmm.
get that
Hmm.
scholarship?
I'll be honest, I don't remember what they said, but I want to say she got it for like Dominguez Hills or something. Maybe she was. I think she was in the esports team actually.
Oh
Not
wow.
sure for what school, but that helped her get a scholarship.
Dang.
I knew about
That's
Panda
beautiful.
before they got shut down from YouTube. I watched. Yeah, yeah, PG Panda Global. That's right.
Okay. Good job. Look at Xavier.
Yeah, and yeah, some esports organizations they fold, just like other things in life. I personally like NRG. Like I've always been a little NRG fan. I think they're really cool. Had a great Overwatch team. They had good. They also had like a co esports brand called San Francisco Shock. Super good. I think they had a Rocket League too as well.
Hey, Rock. Oh, they do. They do. Yeah.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Let me see. I don't really know about teams like that. I never really stayed, in tune with teams.
Hmm.
There's a lot of League of Legends teams though,
That's true. Yeah,
still going strong.
there's a lot of like Valorant ones too.
Oh wow.
Like a bunch of like new ones, like Fnatic, FNATC, and then Sens as well.
11:32. Thank you, class. We'll be seeing you tomorrow in person. Have a great day.
Have a great day. See you bright and early.
All right. Good afternoon, class. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's session.
Yup. It's super cold outside. It's raining outside. So hopefully y'all stay warm. All right.
Hmm.
Today, let me show you what we'll be working on. Today we'll be going over becoming a pro player. All right.
Today's the day, guys. We're going to
Mhm.
teach you guys the path to becoming a professional esports player.
Mhm. So our main objective here today is to educate students on the necessary steps, skills, and mindset required to transition from a casual player to a competitive or a professional esports player. All right. These include helping them understand the competitive gaming structure, showing them how to improve their skills and gameplay, teaching them how to enter and compete in tournaments, which we've low-key showed you in our past presentations, explaining the importance of networking, branding, and mental resilience, and lastly, providing realistic expectations on what it takes to go pro. All right. So these are basically what we're going to be teaching you. We have a small lesson today because of our last class, so we'll make sure to improvise. All right. Try to give you the
Yes.
details.
Yeah. So here we go. We have understanding the competitive scenes. So in each esports environment or gaming genre, there's different tiers. This is pretty much how we all start off in the very beginning. We're casual, right? It's basically where you do public matches, nothing too competitive, friendly games, learning the game, trying new characters, understanding the game, stuff like that. So before becoming pro, you always have to start from the beginning. Humble beginnings, guys.
Started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Now we here. And
Mhm.
then once you start realizing, you know what? I'm actually better than the person next to me and then the person in the back, and I'm actually better than everybody in this room. Let me see how I do in the competitive and ranked. So
Mhm.
then you move on to the next step, which is going to be ranked and competitive ladders, guys. This is where you, as an individual, start testing yourself on your skill, your knowledge of the game, and see how far you can push yourself by climbing up the ranks and the leaderboards. As you can see at the diagram here, we start all the way at the bottom at bronze one, and slowly but surely make our way up through the trenches, pass silver, gold, platinum, diamond,
Mhm.
champion, and then grand champion. So this is just an example of one. Many other ranking systems out there.
Yep.
Welcome Albert, Jeremy, Damien, Kai, Franklin. Welcome, guys.
Yep.
Welcome.
What's up, y'all?
Next up we have tournaments, right? So let's say you feel, okay, you know what? I actually just reached gold, platinum, diamond. I feel like I can enter tournaments and win, make a name for myself, or just get the experience out there. Next up, you go to start.gg or any other online forum to try to find any local events at your local LAN centers, which are basically gaming centers, or online tournaments. It's one of the beauties about esports, guys. You can do online tournaments from home.
Mhm. Super
You start
flexible.
You start making your own team, your own faction, and next thing you know, you guys start winning, practicing together, climbing the ranks together, and finally, once you feel well established with this, you go to the pro leagues. This is where contracts or official esports organizations and teams reach out to you saying, "Hey, we love your team, we love your playstyle. We're looking for exactly for what you have. Would you guys be interested in joining us or partnering with us and basically start esports debut slash career there?"
Yep. And most of these tiers. Oh, what's up, Alex?
Hello.
Angel. So most of these tiers are based on your preference and what you want to do in esports. You know how far you want to really take gaming. Um, right now, I would say I am at the ranked and competitive stage. Right now, I'm just, I really just play the game for the love of the game and just play so I can understand the game, just so I can teach it to you guys, if the case may be. So, in Rocket League, I'm actually champion too, so I'm actually working my way up there.
Ooh,
But
what a flex. What a
it's hard.
flex.
It's actually really difficult, but just
Mm-hmm.
playing the game, a good amount of time, going through trial and error, you'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a matter of dedication. All right. So next we have how esports teams and organizations actually work. All right. So there's actually a structure in these team organizations. All right. So first person you have or the people you have to build up the team is the pro team or the players. Okay, you got the players specializing in a specific game. For example, you have T1 in League of Legends, or you have FaZe clan in Call of Duty. So I'm not sure if you guys know who FaZe is, but they were doing their thing in Call of Duty back in the old days. Um,
Mhm.
Trick shots, 360 scopes, just clutches at the end of the game. It's just a lot of fun gameplay coming out of FaZe. So you also have coaching staff. All right, you got coaches, analysts, and strategists who help players improve. Roy will be considered one of those coaching staffs because he helps his students improve. Give them tips and pointers. Go over VAR
What I'm
reviews
here
and stuff
for.
like that. Exactly.
Mhm. Mhm.
Uh-huh. Then we have management and owners, which are the people in the background, handling contracts, finances, and team operations. Making sure they have, all that they need just to do what they want to do for the team. You know, have all the finances in order. And lastly, for that, you have marketing and content creation. All right, which is managing social media, streams, and branding. All right, that's another background. Background. What am I trying to say? I don't know why it's losing my train of thought. Background
Marketing.
organization, I guess.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know,
definitely. Marketing, content creation,
but
manages
yeah,
social media stream branding. Yeah, yeah. I'm asking you guys a quick question. Name some esports
organization.
organizations that you know. You already know exist. I'm curious to see if you guys knew about or heard anything about them. Because some people do, some people don't. So if you know about them, type them in the chat. Hmm. Okay. I'll get the next one.
You got it.
100 Thieves? Yes,
Okay.
100 Thieves. They're actually based in LA too, guys. They are less than like 35 minutes away from us. Where are they at?
What? I didn't
Where
know
they
that.
at? Yeah, yeah. One time I passed by their building.
Oh wow, super local, y'all. So you can be one of those
Thank you for
people.
that. Right? Thank you for that, VG Zakari. All right, y'all. Marketing and content creation manages social media, streams, and branding. This is how players join a team, guys. Listen up, listen up. Becoming part of an esports team requires a combination of skill, dedication, and exposure. Most players start by grinding ranked modes, like we talked about earlier, climbing leaderboards, and competing in online tournaments to get noticed. You know, once you start showcasing your gameplay, being really good, people start noticing you. Then people are like, "Wait a minute, this might be an up and coming star,
Mm-hmm.
up and coming riser." So many professional teams scout talent from high-ranking players or those who perform well in amateur and semi-pro competitions, similar to sports, guys.
Mm-hmm.
People get signed in like NBA, or like you get accepted to your college football. Um, this is good exposure for what you want to go for. Cloud9, yeah, exactly, dude. Cloud9, one of the best ones, has
Yep.
very strong Overwatch team, CS:GO team, back in my day. And let's say you want to be a part of Cloud9, start putting out content of your clips, maybe do VOD reviews, maybe scrim, basically showcase your skills, saying, "Hey, Cloud9, like I got what it takes to be part of the team."
Yep. NRG. Yep.
Jeremy Energy, yo, you get extra points from me, bro. I love energy.
Yeah.
Love
Is dope.
energy. Hi,
TSM.
TSM,
Yeah.
yo.
TSM back in the Fortnite days was going
Yo, you guys are
popular.
true gamers right here. You guys already know.
Uh-huh.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Y'all get a cookie.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Scouts. Yep. So this is they have scouting and tryouts. Teams look for high ranked players or tournament winners. Once you start winning, you'll be like, okay, this guy's good. I want him on my team. I want to support him. Let's hop him on. And then from there, you can get contracts and salaries where players sign contracts with organizations,
Mm-hmm.
often receiving a salary, money, bonuses, and sponsorship deals. The more you win, the more you compete, the more you show up and represent, the bigger the payout.
And I have a question. I wonder if anyone knows what a scholarship is actually.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. What's like specifically for esports? Question mark?
Just in general, just do you know what a
Yeah, yeah.
scholarship is? Do you know what it could be
Yes.
used for, basically?
What is a scholarship, guys? I'm sure you've heard it, but who can truly tell us what it is?
Mm-hmm. You know,
Immortals, yeah, Immortals for sure.
oh, you already put it in my phone.
All good, all good. And finally, for the last thing, I skipped this. Team houses and boot camps. Some teams train together in gaming houses or boot camps before major tournaments.
Hmm.
This is some of the most important thing to do because if you're all teaming together and screaming together, you guys can work together, calm together in a good synergized environment compared to just going online or ranked where, it can be, it won't be as effective because if you're doing it together, like a 6v6, you guys can switch teams, switch things out, calm in front of each other, literally stop, look at the review VOD, like all in one
Hmm.
safe space. It's a very, very cool thing, and I definitely would actually love to see more of that, personally. Okay, Damien said the college pays for your education. Mm, it helps pay for an education,
Pretty
or
much. The college
yeah.
pays for your education. That would
Hmm.
be more so like fast food, right?
Yeah, exactly. That'd be like government funded thing.
Hmm.
A scholarship is basically money you earn
Hmm.
from applying to like a scholarship from whether it's from esports or Taco Bell. They give scholarships to
Hmm.
submitting essays to be a scholarship winner or having good grades. So it's basically income that you earn that goes towards the college you want to go to.
Exactly. It's usually a
Fun.
gift to help you get jump started, sometimes.
Hmm. Fun fact: I got a scholarship for music when I was in high school.
Hey, dope.
A cool little $300.
Hey, and that could do a lot. Could
Yeah,
take you a lot
yeah.
of places, man.
Got me some bugs, got me some food, and it got me some swag.
Hey, the most important swag.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Next slide we have is mastering the game. All right. This is most important. If you want to become competitive at anything, you got to master the craft. All right. So to succeed in a competitive scene, players must master the game's mechanics, strategies, and meta. All right. Well, I wonder if anybody knows what meta is.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, yes.
This involves understanding character abilities, movement, aiming, and other essential skills. All right, efficient practice is key. I promise you, it's key. Using aim trainers, reviewing VODs, gameplay recordings, and studying strategy breakdowns can help identify weaknesses and improve gameplay. So like in not Smash Smash, in Smash Brothers Ultimate, you see at the left right here, Pichu is in a training facility. All right, this is where he practices his skills. He sees the frame rates and his abilities. So you see how fast this one is, how slow this one is. So if you should use this one or not. So it's just different things, trial and error that you could, go through to help you, improve your gameplay overall. And on the right side, you see my rivals. They have a replay feature where you can watch your last games,
Mm-hmm,
and you could go over them,
mm-hmm.
see if I messed up or why did I mess up, why did we lose?
Right. I really like this feature because you see those little lines that indicates basically take someone beating someone else, like basically destroying them. So you can look at like, okay, in this instance I got a triple kill, or in this instance I flanked wrong and I died. So it's very good to look over how these plays went about.
Hmm. And he says meta as in being really good. Hold on, let me.
Mm, that's like half right.
That's half right, yeah.
You
Let
want to explain it?
us know.
Okay.
Ooh. But
Oh
um
yes, yes. Please let
meta
us
would
know.
be explained as, yeah, like as you said, as in being really good, but as in like what's good for
The current state of the game.
yeah, the current state of the game, basically.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
the meta for right now, it changes, right? So I would say for Marvel Rivals, the meta is. What would you say the meta for Marvel Rivals is?
The meta right now, I would say, seems to be like pretty much brawler slash distance. And what I
Mhm.
mean by that is you would have like you'd have a tank up front, like Doctor Strange's meta, whereas you would have like Namor. as like an anti-dive meta. So it's
Yeah.
like dive meta, anti-dive meta, flying meta, a bunch of different metas. But there's also meta characters. Like you're not gonna see a Scarlet Witch at like Grand Championship. You know, she's not necessarily a meta. Meta
Yeah.
characters could be like Hella. Um, Hawkeye was meta in season 0 because of how strong he was, but he was like, okay, he's taking over the meta right now. Let's just dial it down a bit. And now he's still good, but he's not necessarily meta.
Hmm.
And as games evolve, metas are going to change as well.
Exactly. So meta is, yep, just the state of the game, you know? Um,
Mm-hmm. And that
um,
can all change depending on the developers. Like, okay, this person's getting a buff because they need like Storm.
exactly.
Nobody played Storm, so in season 0, she had very little kill power. And guess what? Now she's meta. She's banned in almost every single comp game because she is really, really overpowered.
Too much
Mm-hmm.
damage.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what meta is. All right. So in the middle it says developing game sense, which involves predicting opponents' movements. All right, making quick decisions and adapting to different situations is just as important as mechanical skill. All right.
Yes, 100%.
So game sense would be just understanding the game in general. Like, what's a good example?
Like if I'm playing Valorant
Mhm.
and my game sense is bad, I would basically kind of just rush to site, don't even clear my corners, and just
Okay,
end up
yeah,
like dying. You know, like
yeah.
mastering game sense, get a game sense would be like, okay, I'm going to go to C site. Let me make sure I don't go in blindly. Either I would want to like blind in to clear sight. Make sure I check the corners left and right to make sure no one's there holding that angle.
Mhm.
And I would try to secure sight right after I plant or make sure I'm being covered while I'm planting.
Mhm.
All of this is game sense when it comes to understanding what works, what doesn't work, what you need to do to adapt to it, and basically trust your team as well. You know, not everyone's going to have the right game sense, but it's trial and error. You keep learning and growing from it.
Exactly. And the best players constantly analyze their gameplay and look for ways to refine their performance. All right, like VOD
Mhm.
reviews or studying strategy breakdowns. These are all great ways to improve your performance so you can just be better in the long run. All right.
Yeah, and honestly, if you truly want to get to the big leagues, if you truly want to, you know, go over the top, be number one, you have to review your VODs, your wins and your losses, because we all love winning. We all love seeing our good plays.
Mhm.
But when we start losing, we don't realize how we lost, why we lost, then there's no improvement there or growth because all it takes is looking back and saying, dang, in that moment you thought it was right and it really wasn't.
Yeah.
Or in that moment you're like, why did I die there? Let's look at it. And then we'll figure it out, break down why you died, what you could have done better, and what you can do for next time.
Mhm. All
All
right.
right.
Next.
Next one. Building a competitive mindset. All right. Maintaining a positive mindset under pressure is what separates good players from great ones. This is incredibly important because if you go into the mindset of, I'm going to lose, we're going against top players, we're going against someone that's better than me, you're basically already mentally out of the game, which is the complete opposite of what you should do. It's tough. It is definitely something that you have to have like thick skin for, but it's completely possible. I'm just a dreamer believer in the fact of miracles happening, right? Like you can enter a Super Smash Bros. Tournament and you go against the best player in the world, and guess what? If you get that upset, if you beat him, that's it. You basically almost make it. You make a name for yourself. Everyone pops off. It's a great moment. So always make sure you go into a good positive mindset, and even if you don't think you're gonna lose, try your best to like push past yourself and do your best. Perform as best as you can every time, no matter what.
Exactly. Mhm.
And with that comes consistent practice, guys. Stick to a training schedule and focus on improving weaknesses. Like the reason why I'm like the best zero suit Samus in the entire world is specifically this: practicing my combos, practicing against people who are better than me, my level, and not at my level. So just making sure I don't lose I hone in my skills and I don't lose my routine. I will be pretty solid with practice, and that goes with any game,
Hmm.
whether it's aim training, aim labs.
Aim
Keep
labs.
practicing. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Handling losses, guys. Learn from mistakes instead of getting frustrated. Every loss is a lesson. I love that. That should be a quote right there. Every loss is a lesson
Should be on
because
the
it's like,
billboard.
mm-hmm. Some people can't handle losses, like, and they beat themselves up, and I completely understand, but we have to truly get past that hurdle to improve and get better.
Hmm.
Next one, we have mental and physical health. Take breaths, avoid burnout, and stay healthy to maintain peak performance, guys. This is where your own health comes into play, right? Like, let's say, you're trying to grind to grandmaster, but you just had a five streak loss and you're about to derank from diamond, Don't push yourself. Don't be like, I can do it. I can do it. This is a sign saying, hey, take a break. You can start again next time, but definitely know when to just step back, kind of just chill, and then you're already there. Maybe it's just a bad day or bad team ups, scrims and stuff. So please know when to stop. And if you're on a win streak, cool, keep it going until, hey, you know what? I won 10 games. I only lost one. I'm good. I'm good. You went positive.
Hmm.
So maintain that composure, guys. Next up, we have competing in tournaments. This is it, guys. This is when you officially sign up, saying, "Hey, VG Roy is going to compete in this tournament."
Hmm.
Like, boom. Now, where to start? You can join online tournaments on Start.gg, Challenge, and Battle5 for experience. Tournament formats. Learn the rules, right? Double elimination gives second chances. Round robin guarantees multiple matches. My personal favorite. Can even be single elimination. Whatever tournament format they got going, boom, try them all out. See how you do. And finally, we have post tournament review. Watch replays, analyze mistakes, and study top players to improve. That is so true, guys. And some of the best times to improve and get better is just study top players. Like, if you truly want to be the best at your character, see what the current best of your character does. Like, I've learned so much from watching the best Zero Suit in the world, the best Salak in the world, the best Deadlock in the world for Valorant. Like,
That's
seeing
actually
them
so
play,
true. Yeah.
yeah, dude. Like, if you see their gameplay, it affects you in a way to where it's just like, wow, like this person's good with the character I use. It's motivating. You learn from them, and it's a good way to improve and learn without truly like playing yourself, because you can see from their perspective and from their shoes.
Hmm. And it's a lot of things you actually don't see at your level. So once you see them playing, you see a lot of different, tweaks, a lot of different, not cheats, but a lot of different ways you can, I guess, take advantage of the game and just improve in different ways. I'm not gonna lie. It took me a minute to get this far in Rocket League, but it wasn't
Mhm.
until I started watching like Squishy, Redos, like Garrett, Arsenal. It wasn't until I started watching these top people, and then I started understanding like, oh, this is how they do that, or this is what they do in that situation, and I started implementing it in my gameplay, and then I started
Mhm.
seeing a big change. So it's a pretty good way to improve and just analyze. It helps you strategize more and just get dubs at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, yeah, and that's good. I like that you said like it took a while to get there, but
Hmm.
from watching them at their level compared to like our current level, it's like, dude, you can start. You can. It's almost like a cheat code. You're learning.
Literally,
You're learning the top plays by just watching them, and then once you start doing it, people don't see it coming. They're like, "What?"
like how does he know how to do this? Then
Mm-hmm.
then at that point they think they think you're what they call
You're
it,
a Smurf. A
a
Smurf.
Smurf. Yeah, they think you're a Smurf. I've done that so many times. I'm like, I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, I'm improving at this point.
Yep. And
Next.
over time, competing consistently will help build experience and confidence in high pressure situations. And that's exactly what we're gonna start doing, guys. We're gonna be doing more in-person tournaments to make sure you guys get ready for that. Because
Hmm.
like when it comes down to the heat of the battle, from going from casual friendlies to actual 1v1s, like you're gonna start feeling a certain type of way, like the competitive aspect, nervousness, excitedness, all that good stuff.
Hey, Mango.
All right.
What you know about Mango?
Classic, bro. Mango from
Cloud
Melee.
Nine?
Cloud9 Mango, yeah.
Yeah.
A
I don't know why I know
classic.
Mango.
Franklin puppet.
Oh, I know why I know Mango, cause yeah, that freaking video.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, but
Oh
next,
yeah, yeah,
last
yeah. That's
slide.
right. He was in the video.
Yeah, last slide. Networking and building a brand. All right. So beyond skill, networking and self-promotion play a major role in getting noticed in esports. All right, engaging with other players, joining online communities, and participating in team tryouts can open doors to new opportunities. Like what we, provide for you guys. We have a Discord. We have our own tournaments and stuff, so you can engage and you can get that exposure. All right. So the bullet points say connecting with other players and joining a team, using social media and content creation to get noticed. That's YouTube videos, TikTok, just posting your own videos or going streaming live. And then lastly, the importance of sponsorships and partnerships. So a strong personal brand increases visibility and credibility within the competitive gaming scene. All right. So the last slide we have here is the path to going pro. All right, becoming a pro starts with climbing rank ladders and competing in online tournaments to gain recognition. All right, joining amateur and semi pro teams helps players build experience and connections. Those who perform consistently well may get scouted by larger teams looking for new talent. Okay, and as you see at this showcase right here, is showing you basically from the beginning. You can start on Start GG, or you can start on Challenge. Creating tournaments, doing tournaments, joining tournaments online or in person. Um, and then you can go from this is what we do. We showcase our own tournaments right here, as you can see in the middle. And then from that, you can go to, joining a team, getting your own contract, having salary, having sponsorships, which comes with a lot of good stuff. Okay. And signing with a pro team includes contracts, salaries, and sponsorships. But staying at the top requires constant practice, adapting to game updates, and maintaining a strong mindset to sustain a long esports career. All right. So that will conclude the presentation for today, ladies and gentlemen. Um,
It's 102.
what was that
Hmm.
question I wanted to ask? Work women brain, work women brain, work women brain. Was it the middle one? No, it wasn't the middle one. But yeah, I recommend if you ever want to get good at any game, to definitely watch a professional player in that game. And you don't have to mimic, but just take a few things and implement it into your gameplay and just see how it changes you, you know? Just see how it changes you.
Yep. Like I would say for like Fortnite, if they're like building and stuff, see how they build, how fast they build,
Hmm.
like what weapons are they using, when are they using their utility, all that stuff plays key factor, guys.
What settings too? Settings could play a big
Mm,
part sometimes.
that's true. That's very true.
Like with Rocket League, the basic view camera that you have is so bad until you actually go into the settings and change it because it's so limited to just looking at your car and like basically what's in front of you, so you don't really see what's around you. So that's one thing I didn't know. I was always confused on why I could never see the ball. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a setting for that too.
Hmm.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And one for me was for Valorant, right? Um, there's a setting to where if your agent looks at someone, even though you didn't see them, if they look at it, they'll say someone spotted A
Oh
or
wow,
multiple enemies B. There's an actual setting where it does it for you, which is I would have not have known if I didn't look in the settings and turn that on.
dang, that's so clutch.
Yeah, it was so clutch. I was like, right, perfect,
Cause,
perfect.
cause even if you like look and you just made like you know brush over it a little bit, you won't see it. You might
Mm-hmm.
miss it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, in that game too, it's like literally looking at your lanes, and you can go in somewhere, and someone could be next to you, and you could miss it. That's the thing that's always gets me. I'm like, I didn't check my corners, and I died. Painful,
Valorant's dope.
painful.
I always wanted to play it, but I can't get into it.
That was me 1 year ago.
Oh yeah. But
But once you start hitting your shots, it starts feeling satisfying.
got 9 minutes. Let's see how are we doing today, students. How many students do we have today?
You
Let's
have a good
see.
amount.
One, two, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Got about 7 students. But yeah, today is Wednesday. Tomorrow we will be seeing you guys in person.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, we're gonna run. Let's run a tournament tomorrow. That'll be dope. That's what you say, right? Tournament?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I'm trying to do weekly tournaments now.
let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
We could do it every Thursday.
Right now, Fish was the first one to win, so Fish is at the top of the leaderboard right now.
Let's go, fish. Wine, right?
Mm, we have Franklin, Alex, Albert.
That's good.
Good
Good
to hear,
stuff,
guys.
y'all.
Good to hear.
Good, good. It's raining outside. Make sure y'all stay warm. Make sure y'all stay fed, hydrated. You know, it's hump day. It's the middle of the week. We got 2 more days left. So let's go ahead and knock it out. Get ready for this weekend. That's good. Everybody doing good. Good stuff. Good stuff. How you doing, Roy?
Pretty good.
Let's
I
go.
know we have the meeting at 2 or 2:30 today. Do you know?
2 p.m. Right after
2
this,
p.m.
gotta get ready.
I see. Yep, 2 to 3. Cool.
Let me see. Oh yeah, any questions? I wonder if they have any questions. We never asked that. You guys have any questions for us? Next week we'll be starting a Zoom. I wonder how the Zoom is gonna go. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream it as well. Should I?
I would like to either stream or record. Yeah, that way we
Okay,
can have
okay.
some vlogging.
Yeah, let's stream it. But yeah, next week we'll be starting on Zoom, y'all. So no excuses now. We're gonna be able to see our faces. Pay attention. Listen to me. That's dope though. Yeah, you could learn a lot from watching other people. All right, in 2 minutes we'll probably close it down. 110. Franklin, where's that? Why does that sound familiar? Franklin, Franklin,
Um,
Franklin, Franklin. Hmm. All right, let's go ahead, close shop.
okay. GG's, y'all. Have a good rest of your day.
GG's, y'all. Have a
See you
good rest of
tomorrow.
y'all day. See y'all tomorrow.